Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial, your honest guide to the Cryptoverse. Today I'm actually excited to talk about a Metaverse project that actually works. They have a working product, there's no hopium involved, and I'm very excited actually to show you this project because I actually relate to it. I'm very happy to see something actually working in the Metaverse space and not promising 1 year, 2 years down the line to find developers and make it. So let's dive deep into it and see what's going on. So I'm talking about Crypcade today, and Crypcade is basically like a full stack functional open entertainment metaverse that's existing on the blockchain. And if I'll put the link to the pitch deck, but also I'm going to go through it a little bit for you to understand. So as I said, it's more of an entertainment ecosystem. It has a lot of gaming and entertainment experience, lots of games already inside it, which they have connection with the game developers in terms of the IP and regulation. So everything is legit. And it has its own in-house games as well. And the games that are from other developers, as I mentioned, in their decentralized application. Other features that they have, so apart from their ecosystem, they have the Crypcade city, and it's has different districts. Each district has their own different atmosphere, their own different vibes. You can walk in it, you can drive in it, and I'm going to show you a demo of one of the districts, how it works. You can purchase land plots as NFT, you can buy cars, you can buy items, and you can earn monthly income generated from those plots, buy from the advertisements, a lot of different ways that you probably know how to generate revenue now, as there's a lot of talk about this whole metaverse space. They have the Crypcade, and it's more like an arcade area, which again, I'm going to show you in the demo. And it has a lot of play to earn games. And you already know about the play to earn economy. Basically, you can take part in it in the gaming tournaments. If you don't know, you can watch some of my previous videos, how this works. And a lot of games inside it. So users can go in the metaverse and then get connected to those games. And as I mentioned, they're all legitimate. Either the developers from other games brought it into this metaverse, or they're developed in-house. They have the DAO feature, and it's the first metaverse right now with that DAO governance in place. DAO meaning decentralized autonomous organization. So the token holders can have voting privilege for the future of this metaverse in terms of decision making and how the Crypcade ecosystem is going to go in the future. There's a development fund, and this fund is going to be like a treasury for development of small games, development of engagement games for their entertainment city that the dApps just mentioned about. And as I said, they have some in-house game. They have a clubhouse, and that's where singers, influencers, celebrities, virtual space is going to come through, and they have some membership benefits. They have a casino actually, and it has an immersive experience, and you can play in, I think it's one of the first ones that gives you the sort of a casino experience in the metaverse, and it's going to be the biggest provider of this sort of service. Of course, because of those regulation components, especially being risky, the casino, they don't want to be too involved. So they have a regulated way that the games are managed by the original game developers. So they're de-risking the metaverse from this. But again, people who like to play in the casino can join. And also people who are participants of this project obviously can earn some income from the benefit of those transactions that happens in the casino. In terms of the gallery, they have a virtual gallery marketplace. The artists, influencers, celebrities obviously can bring their arts in the gallery, and you can buy and sell and participate in that immersive experience that they have. So there are a lot of awesome features in this project. And if you go to their website, there's going to give you two areas, but the left side, when you choose the option, is going to show you how the sectors are looking like, some of the characters, how they look like, the character NFTs, their strengths, their weaknesses, property NFTs, the vehicle NFTs that they have, and then you can see the roadmap and the buildings and all the information. So I'm going to show you the demo of the game. You can select the character, and over here you can choose the car where you want to use. So you could use the Lamborghini, or you can use the car that's the default one because they have to get the license for it. And over here, your character, you can shoot, you can change the guns. It has a bit of a GTA vibe. And on the top, you see the banners that you can rent out for advertisements. The billboards basically was showing Bluezilla. And over here, you go to the Myra, which is like a bank. You can do the staking basically, staking platform. And when you go to the staking platform and you select it, it directs you to the staking website. And once you finish the staking part, you can also come back and it allows you to either invest in BSC or in Ethereum. So when you click on it, it just directs you to the staking website of Myra. So it has a direct connection basically with the website. Now, over here, the character, as you can see, might look a little bit blocky because of the demo, and my recording maybe, but yeah, this is just a public version that you can download right now and play, and it's definitely going to improve. So now the next part is when you can go and I think it's the arcade room. So in the arcade room, you can go and play the game. So I'm now just showing you the one of the arcade games. I think it's Flappy Bird or something. I forgot the name of this one. And remember, these games, some of them are in-house, some of them are by developers. They want to use it in this Metaverse platform. And yeah, I've lost. So obviously I don't have talent in this game, you know, just go easy on me here. Now here is just like an arcade in real life. They have the arcade games, they have the people, and you know, there's going to be a lot of games to play in the arcade and directs to the Crypcade component of the city. Now, the other parts of the game also include, for example, the land sale, which I'm going to show you, the car show, and other elements. I'm just showing you the Enjinstarter as well, because there's going to be one of the Launchpads. So, you know, with the Enjinstarter, this is where they can put the billboard as a partner. They can have even link to the Launchpad, to the games. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of their backers already are being shown here and their partnerships actually. Now this one is going to the car show. So if you go to this one, it's gonna take you to the car room, and you know, you can buy these in the Metaverse to drive, or maybe you see in the future they're going to connect to the real website. Yeah, they have the connection to the real website right now, to the exclusive autos. So you know, I can totally see people maybe even buying real cars here. That would be pretty cool. Now moving on, they have some style of Japanese yatai restaurants actually on that side. They have some other cars, more VCs, and I'm walking pretty fast because I don't want to cover a very long demo, given that this video, you know, you're signing up to watch, you know, the whole overview. Here is a vacant land, so you can buy it when they have the NFT land plot sales. And over here, the GTA vibes, and you can over here also go to check the rooms. They have luxury penthouse. They have 3 different types of room right now for showing, which you can buy, and everything here is functional. So you know, this is your room. You can sit here, watch TV, for example, choose the channels that you want to watch that they have contract with. Here you can use your browser, go to the websites. They even have like a sort of a, I think I would call it a studio room, because they have all these computers and these devices. So that would be funny and cool that they have like recording capabilities. You can check your trading here as well, like connecting to the DEX and centralized exchanges that are going to partner up with them. So it's like what you're doing in real life, you know, but in the Metaverse with the VR, and it's so immersive basically, they don't want you to exit. You can see MH Ventures there as well, one of the good community partners that they have. Now over here, you're entering the casino. With the casino games, there's a lot of games that are regulated, and they don't want to get into the trouble of people losing money and then the Metaverse getting into trouble. So when you go here, it directly takes you to the Crypcade page, and the Crypcade landing page basically gives you the website that you can go and play all the games on there, and they have rankings and winnings, and the dividends from the winning also is divided between the people and the team. So real passive income basically for people who are part of this game. Again, they're just being careful about the whole regulatory component part of it. Now here, I just want to show you as well, I'm driving the car. So you can change the fun mode to different mode. And yeah, my driving skill in the game is not that great, so apologies for that. You have the map like GTA as well. This one I was just curious because I think it's like a camera looking at you. I don't know what's the function for that actually. I'll figure it out. And yeah, you can just drive and go around. And remember, they have different sector in Metaverse. This is just sector 1. They're gonna have future ones. And yeah, I just wanted to show you the crashing part as well. This is pretty much the summary of how this actually works. So I hope this sort of makes it interesting for you. Now, going back to the project information itself, let's check the roadmap. So in terms of the roadmap, they have in Q1 already, they finished the demo, which I just showed you. They've done the mini games, which I showed you. They've put all the billboards. Pretty much everything I showed you was what they've done in Q1 and Q4 last year. They've done their token sale. They onboarded the backers and partners. Now in Q2, which we are now at, they're going to do the IDO soon, later this month in April or early May. They're going to do the listing on centralized exchange. They're going to do the NFT sale. They're going to do the land sale, character sale, property sale, all those items I just showed you, like plot of lands. They're going to implement the DAO feature, the clubhouse. They're going to bring some artists involved, some music people involved. They're going to have the Crypcade arena involved. They're going to have like Crypcade pets also involved in the project. The racing game, you know, the teaser. So much stuff happening in Q2, more on utilizing the environment. Now, sector 2, which I said is going to have different vibe in terms of Metaverse. They're going to have their own demo. It's going to be released in Q3. They're going to have the Jurassic sort of park environment. They're going to have the AR gallery, the virtual reality support in Q3, 6 listing. That means more centralized exchange, bigger ones. I'm not going to name them. In Q3, they're going to have more integration with the multiverse. They're going to have the meeting rooms as well with the rental fee. So again, more and more utility. And when you get to Q4, they're going to put the 4th sector, VIP membership, the event halls, and also you can personify yourself. So they're going to have more characters to personalize. So as you can see, they have a huge roadmap ahead in Q2 to make sure people don't just hold the token, but they actually use it. And there's going to be a lot of use cases for it. And then in Q3, they're going to continue doing that as well. Now, my favorite section, as you know, is the tokenomics and the token utility. So let's jump into the utility before we talk about the tokenomics. So the token utility in the white paper is, let's have a look. The primary use case they have is gives you a share of the iCade token for the dividend pool into passive income for you. So it's profit sharing, because obviously people who do a transaction here, people who play in the casino, people who play the game, they're going to have transactions. These transactions would then have a share in the dividend pool for everyone who's invested in the tokens, and the dividend gets divided into the people based on how much they have purchased. And then you have the opportunity to have the earn and exchange between the host and people who are the users. It gives control to you to have that strategy, that how you want to make an income, you know, and distinguish yourself. In terms of the token, it's going to be the primary token in the ecosystem, and it's going to be interoperable. So it's going to be cross-chain. It's not going to be only in, for example, BSC or Ethereum. It's going to be in all different most frequently used chains. So it means they're going to have that transferability between different chains and bring the liquidity from different ones. For the casino, there's an opportunity to own shares in the casino for the people who hold the tokens, and again, generate passive income from the pool for it. And if you're a user of the Crypcade, you can freeze some of your tokens in the dividend vault that they're going to have to benefit from this in the future. And when you freeze this iCade in the dividend vault, you will receive voting rights as well in the future frozen iCade as well. So you need to stake or freeze your tokens to be able to get all these dividends. So it depends if you're a hodler, if you're a staker, or if you're just selling it. And if you're a player, you can get a 10% daily payout on the dividend pool. And there's a 70% dividend rollout in the next rounds to refill the pool. So that's how they're going to sustain this economy system. It's not like a play to earn that, recent issues that we are seeing from them. And the strategy is also that the 5% of the pool is going to be for the leaderboards, the daily prizes and giveaways that they have. They're going to have a 15% daily payout to the team as well to make sure they continue upgrading. And they're going to have it as a multi-currency. So it's not going to be only iCade. There are going to be other currencies in play as well. But remember, this is really important because the team is going to be paid and they're going to have a strict vesting for the token for the team because they're already getting utility from this anyway. They're already making money in the last couple of years from the casino, for example, and that's paying out for the team. And that sort of helps them continue development. This is very important that they have a runway for their future and they're not reliant only on the investor money and VC money to go ahead. In terms of the tokenomics, if you look at it, they've got 1 billion tokens and they have staking and farming 15%, very important, 5% ecosystem development, 5% product development, 3% for the DAO, 5% was invested in the seed, 8% was invested in private, 4% was invested in strategic, and 3% is going to be in public. So as you can see, a total of 20%. And as I always say, if it's less than 20%, I'm happy with that they raised 20% from the sales and the rest of it is going to be used for other purposes. 5%, huge amount for liquidity. Team is 12% and advisors is 3%. So that's also not bad because that means the team has an incentive, but not so huge, as well as the advisors. There's 20% for the play to earn component. And this part, let me check here. So they've got also marketing 12%. So they have a huge marketing budget as well. Now, the initial market cap might change. I always don't rely on it, but at the moment they have locked it in as $400,000, which is 1% of the fully diluted value. Because if you multiply the 1 billion by 0.04, it's going to give you a price of $40 million fully diluted. Initial market cap is a 1% of that. Now, in terms of vesting, team vesting is 12-month cliff. And as I mentioned, they're having income from other means anyway. And after that, they're going to have 24 months vesting of the tokens. Advisory 4 months cliff followed by 12 months. Seed round, they're getting 5% of iCade tokens the whole race. And for that, they've got it at 1.5 cents. 4% is going to be released 10 days after token generation event to ensure there's no dump in the first 10 days. 3% is after 40 days. So 10% after 10 days. And then after 40 days, another 3%. Then 3 months cliff, 14 months vesting. So quite strict if you can think about it, around 16 months in total. Private gets 8% of the total pool of the tokens, and it's at 2.2 cents, so almost, let's say, 50% higher. And 5% token will be released on TGE, 4% after 30 days, 3 months cliff, 14 months linear vesting. Pretty similar, very similar tokenomics actually to the seed round, which is good. A little bit more release, higher price. Strategic round is getting 4% of the total, and they're getting 6% on TGE, 4% after 30 days, 2 months cliff, and then vesting of 12 months, which is pretty decent actually. The price is double the seed round. In terms of the public, they're getting 3% at a fully diluted value of 40 million. 12% of the tokens will be released on token generation event. 3% of the tokens will be released after 30 days. And then there's no cliff. They're going to have a 5-month linear vesting. So you're getting all your tokens in 6 months time frame. And the price is not triple, but 2.5 times the seed round and double the price of private round. But if you look at the release schedule, you're basically getting more tokens in a time frame that they have. So there is no significant issue. I personally like these rounds as well. So I might invest in all of them. Let's see. In terms of the information about the team partnerships, so the team, I had a chat with them, I had a video call with them. They're doxed already, and they have experience in gaming industry, and they have experience in the metaverse development. But they also have this Azure DeFi certificate that, hey, yes, we have been vetted already, so please trust us. In terms of the partnership, they have partnership with Alpha Blocks. They have partnership with Merkle Network, which is a Web3 interoperability protocol. If you've used, for example, Polygon, they use that for their movement of tokens between Ethereum and Polygon. So this partnership is pretty much to make sure the tokens of iCade can be moved from different areas from one chain to another. They have partnership with Miria, so it's more of a trading experience with artificial intelligence, and it's more used for the metaverse. It's the one I showed you, like a bank. They've got exclusive autos, who is a performance car sale in the UK, and it's what I showed you already in the car sales website for the Crypcade. They've got Strip Finance, which is a financial layer of the metaverse, and it's already tradable. They've got EVL PPY Studios, which is a mobile metaverse and game development, and you can see they've made it for Crypcade. They're doing a taxi simulator. They've already got a lot of games developed with good ratings on applications on App Store and Google Store. So it's an experienced one. And they've got OVLX software who help them as a backbone to develop all these projects. And you can go to their website and see all these games that's been developed. It's more car sort of simulation. In terms of they have DigiFarm and Unilab as well. In terms of some of the people who are their advisors and investors, they've got the CEO of EVL PPY. They've got the DigiFarm CEO as well, founder and CEO. They've got the founder of Alpha Crypto as well behind it. They've got Tarun Malik as one of the also investors and backers, who is the co-founder of Unilend Finance, which is a very famous DeFi protocol for the DeFi in ERC20 for borrowing and lending. They've got block brands as well, and they are very well known, and they've got portfolio mostly in gaming and metaverse. So they've got Spark Era, which is more of a gaming space. They've got the VLaunch, which is a launchpad. They've got Crypcade, which we are talking about. They've got Meta Engine, which is going to be an engine for metaverse. Backstage Music Project, iCade, which is more of a distribution platform, and gaming, which is I'm going to talk about it in the future, I think, in another video, but more think about it as when you can rent out your CPU basically for other games to run and gamers to play on it. So interesting sort of concept. In terms of some of the VCs and backers, you can check this out actually in the website over here as well. So they've got block brands, Bluezilla, Coinvestor. They've got some community-driven venture capitals. They've got MH Ventures, who's a pretty respectable VC. I recommend you to check them out. They've got DigiFarm, as I mentioned. They've got what you need in the metaverse. They've got the community side, which you need more and more community people to be involved. They've got good launchpads like Enjinstarter, and they've got Safe Launch. They've got Bluezilla behind them, which is what you need. I've heard about another one as well, which I'm going to mention soon. They've got the Merkle network for that interoperability. They've got the exclusive autos, for the car component. So they've got everything you need to have connections pretty much in the space. In terms of their social media, they have a following of 50,000 people in their Twitter. They've got a lot of updates coming all the time in terms of how things work. They've got a lot of competitions. And then you can check out how they're running their Discord and how they're running their Telegram as well. So the Telegram, and they have an NFT whitelist giveaway. They have in their Telegram, I think, around 16,000 members. and they've got a Telegram news, they've got a Discord group. So yeah, 16,000 members here, 4,000 on the announcement channel, 3,000 in the Discord space. They probably need more Discord supporters. They've got a TikTok group running. They've got an Instagram page. They've got a Medium page. So TikTok, they just recently started and they got 2,000 followers and 10K followers they have on the Instagram page. So and remember, these all are organic. I've checked it. So this is pretty good. And they're working hard to improve it even further. In terms of the Launchpad, they're launching on Enjinstarter. So Enjinstarter, they're going to have a private round. Private round is going to be for those who have the multiverse ticket, which is the 999 days sort of membership. And then they've got the Crypcade for the public round as well. So depending on if you're a multiverse tier member, the top tier, staking 500,000 coins or more, or if you're under that, you'll get to participate in the all gap round or the private round. And it's going to be on the Binance to invest. And you can get more information if you go to the website. And the token is also going to be most likely released on BSC as well. So that's pretty good to know. They're also going to be on Bluezilla Launchpad, 3 of them. So MetaVpad, Polypad, and BSCpad, which BSCpad is actually really well known and well respected. So you can also participate in the BSCpad in the upcoming, I would say 1 or 2 weeks, coming soon. You can participate in Safe Launch right now for the private sale. So the private sale is happening, and you can, I'm going to share referral links for you. So you can go here and participate in the private round. And this is the token price that you can access for a 50K raise. So make sure that you can participate. They're also in talks with a very top tier Launchpad. They operate on a DAO sort of space. I'm not going to name them, but you know what I just gave you as a hint might help you with that sort of information. They're also in talks with a centralized exchange listing. So there's going to be a centralized exchange listing at the same time as a token generation event, which is really important for a project at this scale to make sure people can trade. So these are pretty much all the information I wanted to cover in this video. And in terms of the market sentiment, look, the market is not doing so great, but there are areas that people are investing. So NFTs are doing really well. Unfortunately, I'm not very well versed in the NFT space. I need to up my game in that. There's a lot of health related application like StepN, StepApp, which I did in my previous video. And there is a demand for Metaverse, but those that work. So the reason I like this project is the Metaverse is there, it's working. I showed you a demo, and they have a really strong network already connected with them. They're thinking about all of them. So because of that, I like the project. I think it's gonna do well, but again, please do your own research. Anything I provide here is not financial advice. It's just for your knowledge. And if you want to get more information, you can put a comment down in the description and I'll make sure I answer to you. I'll put all the links of anything that I think is important for you in the video as well. And again, please make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share this video with your friend. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.